So they broke the show up. They released it deliberately so they could mitigate how much of what I'm betting is like a $200 million disaster here, if not more. So they'd only have to report maybe $100 million of expenses per quarter. They could, instead of taking the whole $200 million at once, because Disney Plus is on a razor's edge. $100 million to $200 million is the difference between showing a profit next quarter between Disney Plus and Hulu combined and showing a loss. You know what? I know
it gets the views. Let's put it that way.
Okay, can you do me a big favor? I know you can't talk to me about it before it comes out, but as long as it doesn't violate your contract, would you be able to, because I don't think they've posted it yet, because I kind of want to know what run times we're looking at. Would you be able to tell me at least what the run times of each episode is?
Yeah, I don't think that's a...
I wouldn't say, I was like, I can't imagine that's part of the NDA.
I mean, it's not on IMDb.
No, they don't. They never get the run times on IMDb until they drop.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. This is why I'm saying this. So when this comes out, okay, what Disney is doing is on June 24th or whatever it is, they're releasing 3 episodes, the first 3 in one plop. They are then going to release the second 3 episodes 1 week later, which is going to be July 1st or 2nd. So what Disney has done, Alan, I don't know if you knew this, but they have straddled the fiscal quarters. It tells me this show cost a fortune. So by releasing 3 episodes right at the end of fiscal quarter 3, and the next 3 episodes 2 days into fiscal quarter 4, when they go to do their earnings report in August for the quarter that ends on June 30th, they've split up probably what's an enormous cost of this ridiculous show into 2 fiscal quarters. So they don't have to eat it all at one time, because the streaming service, Disney Plus, has been teetering on the edge. I mean, they're trying to find ways, in case you haven't noticed, it's like the reason that Disney is cutting all these Marvel shows, all the Star Wars shows, there's no, we're not going to have 5 Marvel shows a year and all this stuff anymore, is because that's what's killing profitability for streaming. And nobody's really watching these. That's been the problem. So they really had to get this turd out. This is the Wednesday morning turd after Taco Tuesday. The crap has got to come out, but they've straddled it over 2 fiscal quarters to mitigate the financial damage. But I don't know if they're half-hour episodes, Alan, or if they're, what are they?
I can tell you in just a moment here. I gotta
I
sign a contract.
appreciate you doing this. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to make you go through all that on air.
Oh no, I have to do it anyway.
Text me later.
No, I can tell you right now. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Episode 1, 41 minutes. Episode 2, 48 minutes. Episode 3, 53 minutes.
Wow.
4 is 50. 5 is 57. And 6 is 40 minutes.
They're Andoring it, Alan. They're Andoring it. That's it. That's the story. They're doing the 3 episode drops because I was thinking they're going to be 20, 30-minute episodes apiece, like Book of Boba Fett and some of that crap. So these are average of 45-minute to 50-minute episodes.
Yeah, one is almost an hour long.
So that's 2.5 hours a week. They're trying to Andor this thing to get it up the Nielsen charts, to get it up the Luminate charts, to make the show look like it's way more successful than it is, because the same weeks that Andor was coming out with 2.5+ hours a week, and they were like number 4 on the Luminate chart, you had Mobland that was either right above it or right below it, but Mobland was releasing 1 40-minute episode a week. Mobland had like 3 times the audience of Andor, but to the people that don't understand how to read the charts, that was kind of the trick. Oh, Andor's doing better? What are you talking about? Well, wait a minute. Consider that each episodic drop is 2.5 hours each week versus 30 minutes or 45 minutes for every other show on that list that isn't a binge model.
So they're doing 2 episodes at a time, or are they doing 3?
3. Okay. So episodes 1, 2, 3 come out June 24th, and then episodes 4, 5, 6 come out July 1st or 2nd. That's what I'm saying. They straddled half of the show is in the 3rd fiscal quarter for Disney, and the other half of the show is in the 4th fiscal quarter for Disney, because the 4th fiscal quarter starts July 1st. So they broke the show up. They released it deliberately so they could mitigate how much of what I'm betting is like a $200 million disaster here, if not more. So they'd only have to report maybe $100 million of expenses per quarter. They could, instead of taking the whole $200 million at once, because Disney Plus is on a razor's edge. $100 million to $200 million is the difference between showing a profit next quarter between Disney Plus and Hulu combined and showing a loss. The last thing Bob Iger needs right now is to start rolling backwards and show a loss again. So I'm telling you, this is why this show was broken up like this. And because they've already got in this fiscal quarter from April 1st, I don't remember, when did Andor come out? Came out in April, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
So they already have this massive $400 million dangling turd for Andor that they're going to have to eat the bulk of this quarter. And that was like, there's no way. It's like, we need to get Ironheart out, but we need to split it up. I'm telling you, this is what they did. So that's 2.5. So they want to be able to show when that Luminate chart comes out, and probably not in the first week, but in the second week for sure. And all 6 episodes have dropped. And they're going to show that Ironheart is up there in the top 10 on Luminate. But then when you actually run the math and realize that you have 5 hours there, Andor Season 2's average audience over the course of the season was about 5 million viewers, 5 million views when you accounted for the runtime.
Yeah.
Mobland on Paramount. I don't know if you watched Mobland, but oh my God, you need to watch it. It's so good. I know you got so much to watch, but you got to watch it when you can. It's so good. That averaged 15 plus million a week after it got going. So it was like, and that show, I heard that show that cost between 50 and 100 million to make. Yeah. It was like nothing. And the cast in that show is incredible.
Yeah.
So
also Trump likes the new CEO, so that might move things along quicker.
Of
Paramount. Paramount, yeah.
You talking about with Ellison coming in?
Yeah, Trump, quote unquote, he's a great guy. And,
look, I'm sure. Look, the guys at Oracle, I'm sure
we're friends.
They've run. They're both billionaires, man. They've run around in the same circles forever. I'm sure.
He's friends, just like he is with President Xi. And
yeah, we're all friends. We're all good friends. Yeah. Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.